The power of a superhero is often reflected in their entry. The grander the entry, the more iconic the superhero. In today's video, we'll be discussing the top 10 best superhero entries from Marvel and DC. But before we start, let me tell you that this list is entirely based on fan preferences. The higher a superhero's entry ranks, the more it is loved by fans. The #1 spot belongs to the entry that fans have found the most exciting. Now, without further ado, let's dive into this amazing video and explore the top 10 superhero entries from Marvel and DC. Number 10. Captain Marvel in Avengers Endgame. Captain Marvel has had limited appearances in the MCU, primarily in Captain Marvel and Avengers Endgame. Although she has made brief appearances in Shang-Chi and the Ms. Marvel series, her standout moment remains her entry during the final battle of Avengers Endgame. In the scene where Thanos orders his warship to launch missiles on everyone to save himself, Captain Marvel arrives to stop the attack and assist the superheroes. With her grand entry, she single-handedly destroys Thanos' massive warship with a single blow. Witnessing this, even Thanos is left stunned. To be honest, Marvel Studios put in a lot of effort to make Captain Marvel's entry as grand as possible. However, some MCU fans still didn't like her entry, largely because of their opinions about Captain Marvel herself. But whether one likes Captain Marvel or not, it's undeniable that her Avengers Endgame entry remains one of the best and most iconic moments in superhero movies. Number 9. Quicksilver in X-Men Apocalypse. The Marvel Cinematic Universe's version of Quicksilver first appeared in Avengers Age of Ultron. Unfortunately, in the movie's final battle, Ultron shoots and kills him, leaving little room for a standout entry for that version of the character. However, if we talk about X-Men's Quicksilver, his entry is nothing short of spectacular. His speed is so incredible that when he appears in X-Men Apocalypse, the explosion happening in front of him feels extremely slow. Thanks to his super speed, he manages to save every child at the Xavier Mansion just in time. This heroic act, combined with his remarkable entrance, made Quicksilver's entry a fan-favorite moment. Number 8. Wonder Woman in Batman vs. Superman. Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice is the second movie in the DC Extended Universe, released after Man of Steel. As the title suggests, the movie focuses on the conflict between Batman and Superman. However, the real twist comes when Doomsday enters the scene. Doomsday is so powerful that even Superman and Batman fighting together struggle to take him down. Just when it seems like Doomsday is about to finish off Superman, Wonder Woman makes her grand entrance. She arrives just in time to save Superman. This moment marks Wonder Woman's first proper appearance in her iconic costume within the DCEU. Her entry is elevated by the powerful background score, making it one of the most memorable introductions in the franchise. Number 7. Batman in the Batman. Batman has been featured in more movies than almost any other superhero, and one consistent highlight is his incredible entries. However, the grandest of all Batman entrances is from Robert Pattinson's The Batman, which was released just last year. This entry is dark, intense, and dangerous. From the very moment Batman steps into the scene, it's clear that he isn't there for a casual conversation. He's there to take down his enemies. The slow, deliberate pace of his approach, the fear in his adversaries' eyes, and their attempts to retreat in terror all combine to make this one of the most iconic and intimidating Batman entrances ever seen. Batman's entrance in The Batman became iconic, especially with the way his enemies tried to attack him during the scene. This combination of tension and action made the sequence unforgettable, and fans absolutely loved it. Number 6. Captain America in Avengers Infinity War. Captain America is the leader of the Avengers, and a leader's entry is always expected to be grand. While Captain America didn't have particularly standout entries in earlier movies, that completely changed in Avengers Infinity War. In the scene where the Black Order's army is overwhelming Wanda and Vision, almost defeating them, Captain America makes his dramatic entrance. He arrives as a beacon of hope, which is evident on Wanda and Vision's faces. Seeing him reassures them that they are no longer alone. Joining him in this scene are Falcon and Black Widow, and together, the trio take on the Black Order's members, defeating them with such force that they are forced to retreat. This heroic and timely entry solidified Captain America's role as a true leader. Number 5. Hulk in the Avengers. The Hulk is an incredible character, and his entries are always spectacular. Whether it's his appearance in Thor Ragnarok on Sakaar to fight Thor, or his showdown with Thanos in Avengers Infinity War, the Hulk has always made a big impact. However, his best entrance remains in the 2012 movie, The Avengers. During the final battle, when the Avengers are struggling against the Chitauri army, Bruce Banner makes his timely arrival. In a moment of calm before chaos, he transforms into the Hulk and turns the tide of the battle. This scene perfectly captures the Hulk's raw power and establishes him as one of the team's most critical members. Fans still regard this as one of the most epic superhero entrances of all time. Hulk's scene in The Avengers becomes even more iconic when he takes down a Leviathan with a single punch. This moment showcases Hulk's true power for the first time. Number 4. Superman. Superman has had several remarkable entries, but the most iconic ones are in Zack Snyder's Justice League and Black Adam. In Justice League, when Steppenwolf is about to attack Cyborg, Superman arrives just in time to block the attack. Steppenwolf strikes Superman, but the attack doesn't even faze him. Superman then proceeds to defeat Steppenwolf in a manner that leaves the villain utterly overwhelmed. This entry highlights Superman's incredible power and his role as a symbol of hope. Another memorable Superman entry occurs in the post-credit scene of Black Adam. After Black Adam destroys Amanda Waller's communication device, Superman emerges from the shadows and calmly says, "We need to talk." While the scene is simple, it carried immense weight for fans, as it hinted at a potential Superman versus Black Adam showdown. Unfortunately, with the DC Universe being rebooted, this fight may not happen for years. Number 3. Iron Man in Avengers Infinity War. Iron Man has had numerous incredible entries, whether it's his flashy appearance at the Stark Expo in Iron Man 2, or suiting up mid-air in a helicopter during Captain America's Civil War. However, his most iconic entry is in Avengers Infinity War. This entry stands out for its blend of style, confidence, and heroism, making it one of the best moments in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Number 2. Thor in Avengers Infinity War. Infinity War is filled with grand superhero entries, but Thor's arrival in Wakanda is on another level. After losing everything and crafting the powerful Stormbreaker weapon, Thor uses the Bifrost to teleport straight into the battlefield in Wakanda. As soon as he arrives, he unleashes his fury, taking down countless Outriders with his new weapon. Thor's entry is so incredible that even the Avengers on the battlefield are left in awe. In theaters, this scene drew cheers and applause from fans. At his most powerful, Thor manages to strike Thanos directly in the chest with Stormbreaker, even against the combined power of all 6 Infinity Stones. This moment solidifies Thor as one of the most formidable heroes in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Number 1. Spider-Man in Spider-Man No Way Home. Spider-Man's entry in Spider-Man No Way Home is not just grand, it's legendary. This film features not one, but 3 Spider-Men, with Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield reprising their roles alongside Tom Holland. The moment when the portals open and the alternate Spider-Men step through is pure magic. Fans in theaters erupted with excitement as they witnessed the return of their favorite web-slingers. This entry is not just about action. It's an emotional moment that celebrates the legacy of Spider-Man across generations. The entry of all 3 Spider-Men together is a cinematic masterpiece and a moment fans will cherish forever. And that wraps up the list of the top 10 superhero entries from Marvel and DC. If you enjoyed this video, please let me know in the comments below. Also, feel free to share your recommendations for future videos. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in another exciting video. Until then, take care and goodbye.